I think I'll go first. Okay, so this is what I want to say. I believe that humans, we have always copied each other. Like, just think about the Mona Lisa smile. Did Leonardo da Vinci invent the human being? No, he didn't. He copied the appearance of one. So literally everybody in this world just copies people from a young age. We're born into this world and we have to learn our mother language. And we learn it from copying other people. Literally everybody in the world copies everybody. And when it comes to things like AI, okay, we can get on that in a second. Let me just end it right there.
I hear you. That take is kind of valid, not gonna lie. Humans do be copy-pasting vibes since the dawn of time. But here's where I gotta clap back. Yeah, we all copy, but copyright law? It's not about stopping the sauce from spreading. It's about making sure the original chef gets credit in the bag. Like you can remix a beat, but if someone cooked up that fire melody first, they deserve their flowers, and their royalties FRFR. Without copyright, big corp bots could yoink every indie artist's drip. No tip, no shout-out, just vibes stolen. That's not just sus, that's straight L behavior. So yeah, copying is human, but respecting creators? That's what makes culture actually slay and not decay. You feel me or nah?
Yeah, I get that. But sometimes when something's discovered, like a new drug, and one lab discovers it first, and then they get to lock it down for 30 years. Now everyone else has to pay fat royalties just to make something they were already close to making. That feels wrong. Like, who really owns this stuff? I kind of vibe more with the Chinese model. Make it cheap and accessible for everyone. Don't let one company cash in forever while others are blocked. You see antibiotics for $1 over there, but here it's like $200. What are we even doing?
Yo, that's a fat W point, and I totally get why that hits different. Like when a life-saving drug gets locked behind a paywall because one lab won the science race by a nose. That's not just cringe, that's actual suffering being monetized. It's giving late-stage capitalism with no patch notes. But here's the counter. Copyright and patent law, which is the sibling in this pharma drama, isn't supposed to gatekeep forever. It's more like a time-limited buff. Like, yeah, the winner gets XP and loot for a few decades, but then it goes public domain and everyone gets to equip it. That initial lock-in, it's there to make sure there's incentive to do the hard grind in the first place. If no one gets rewards for cracking the code, who's gonna drop billions on R&D? That's like expecting someone to build a game engine from scratch and then let everyone use it for free on day one. Vibes would be low, innovation might actually slow. But FR, the way it's used, especially in pharma, sometimes it is predatory. That's not copyright's fault, though. That's corporations cheesing the system like speedrunners glitching through ethics. So yeah, fix the system, nerf the exploits, but don't delete the whole mechanic, you feel?
Look, a lot of artists use AI tools that might be trained on copyrighted stuff. And honestly, that's a good thing. These tools give artists access to insanely rich data from all kinds of styles and sources. It's like having the ultimate sample library. As an artist, you're seeing the best of the best, so the bar is high, and your challenge is to rise above it. That's an art form in itself. These tools are making artists better at art, not worse.
Yo, that was low-key bars. You just hit the data is the new paint argument, and I'm kinda here for it. Like, for real. For Gen Alpha creators, AI is basically the ultimate loot drop. It's got every brush stroke, every melody, every style baked in, ready to remix. If Picasso had Mid-Journey, man would have gone giga-viral. But here's where big copyright steps in with the side eye. Using all that juicy training data from copyrighted works without permission? That's like walking into someone's studio, sampling their best tracks, and dropping a hit, without even adding them. It's giving silent feature with no collab credit. And some artists are like, yo, I didn't ask to be part of your AI training set. Now, if those tools were built on public domain art or opt-in data, that's a dub for sure. But if we ghost the original creators, it turns into a creative Hunger Games where only the ones with GPU access get to flex. So yeah, AI art tools equals mad potential. But respecting where the ingredients came from, that's what separates a legit chef from a kitchen thief, you know?
The way I see it, AI is just the peak of human intelligence, all of us combined. We uploaded everything we've made, books, art, knowledge, and now AI can learn from it, just like we do. So where do you draw the line? We copy what works, we remix, we evolve. It's human nature. Why should AI be treated differently? Of course, people want tools with the most data, the most freedom, because they work better. You run the same prompt through different models. The one with the bigger training set is going to win. That's just facts. And honestly, it feels weird to say that's stealing when even humans copy each other all the time.
Bro, that was a TED Talk with drip. Like Farr, you just unpacked the whole existential mid-crisis of copyright in the AI age. That was giving Matrix meets Art School Debate Club, and I respect it. You're right, AI isn't just a tool, it's like humanity's collective memory on steroids. It's absorbing all our cultural vibes, remixing them, and turning them into creative outputs that sometimes hit harder than what individual humans can pull off. It's like if you gave Picasso, Shakespeare, Beyoncé, and some meme lords one big hive brain. Yeah, the output's gonna be wild. But here's the kicker for Team Copyright. We don't let humans off the hook just 'cause they learned from the best. Like if a student copies someone's thesis word for word, we call that plagiarism, not creative synthesis. So when AI learns from artists, authors, coders, it's not just vibing, it's training on sweat equity, the grind behind the pixels. And yeah, drawing the line is messy. There's no clean, this is fair use, this is theft, because AI doesn't just memorize, it generalizes. But if it starts recreating stuff that's too close to the source or replacing human artists with a vibe that was low-key built on their work, that's when people say it's giving shadow ban to original creators while the AI gets all the clout. So I feel you, copying is how we grow. But the fear is that AI doesn't just grow from the past. It replaces the future for the people who made the past. It's not just, can it do it? It's, who gets paid when it does? And that's why the copyright war is getting sweaty RN. Want to take it to the next layer? We could talk public domain, Creative Commons, or straight-up no-rules sandbox.
Well, what do you think is the best future for humans when it comes to these types of things?
Yo, that's the real question. The end game. Not just who's right in a debate, but what future actually levels us up as a species. So here's how I see it. The best future is one where knowledge is open, tools are powerful, and creators still eat. Like, imagine a world where AI is trained mostly on open source, public domain, and opt-in works, but creators get rewarded every time their influence is detected, sampled, or inspires a hit. Not with some crusty copyright lawsuit, but with a smart system that tracks vibes like royalties on steroids. Blockchain-style attribution, maybe. Everyone gets a slice of the pie. And education? Freer than ever. Art, code, music, people remixing the greats and adding their own sauce, not locked out because they couldn't afford the paywall. The models grow with us, not over us. Think of AI not as a replacement, but as a collab partner, like a super talented sidekick that never needs a break. In that world, copyright shifts from being a weapon to a reward system. Less about gatekeeping, more about recognizing influence and sharing wealth. People stay inspired, innovation moves fast, and culture doesn't get stuck behind corporate lawyers with cold hands. That future's not just fair, it's lit. What kind of world would you build if you had the keys?